North Carolina State University. This is a Division II game between the Baltimore Washington Eagles B team and the North Carolina Tigers. The Tigers defeated the Philadelphia Hawks just a couple of hours ago. The Eagles lost earlier this morning to the Hawks, so if the Tigers can win, they'll win the Division II championship here at the Eastern Regionals. I'm Brian Bowers. Great to have you with us. Whether you're watching the recording on YouTube or whether you're watching here at or at NC State. No, UNC is the other school, dummy. As we get set here in the middle of the ground. The Tigers, Division IV national champions back in 2014. They were Division III runners-up last year. And as we get set, just tell you, we have 4 and 20 pies over in the tents over in the corner by the entrance of the ground. And for those of you who are interested in following us with us during the season and through the International Cup in August, as well as the USAFL National Championship in October in San Diego, you have USAFL.com, as well as on Facebook at facebook.com/USAFL and on Twitter at USAFL1997. Umpire is ready and so are we. The hooter goes and we have footy. Ball goes in the air, knocked forward by North Carolina. Handballs it in forward. Here's Bradley, number 24, going in deep, looking and getting the easy mark. So here is number 3 for North Carolina, and you will have to bear with us because we do not have numbers for you, so we will do the best we can. The kick is up on the way. It is dead center perfect, and the home team are off to a flying start. On the Visit Raleigh scoreboard, it's the North Carolina Tigers. 1 straight 6, the Baltimore Washington Eagles no score. The Eagles have played down in Division IV, and this past year they played up in Division II. Their B-side did well in Division IV last year, actually in Division III with the Philadelphia Hawks. They played with my team. How could I forget that? Ball goes back into the middle of the ground. Here we go again. Ball gets knocked down, and then that is Eric Hansen who kicks that one forward, goes in short. Can't get the footy. Ball goes to ground. Stayed with it. Again, that's number 3. He'll throw that one on to the right. And again, that has gone through for another goal. And North Carolina has flown off the blocks in the early going. The score on the Visit Raleigh scoreboard. It's the North Carolina Tigers, 2 straight 12. The Baltimore Washington Eagles, no score. Here on USAFL.com. Great to have you with us. I'm Brian Bowers, as I mentioned. The Eastern Regional Tournament. This is the middle sandwich of this glorious midsummer series. We were in Little Rock, Arkansas for the first time 2 weeks ago, and we are here in Raleigh and then heading to Denver. Going inside 50, almost marked it, dropped to ground. Did he get a foot to it? No. And they're able to clear that one out of the back. Up to the near side. That one is corralled, throws that one onto the left, straight across the face of goal, and that one will hook back, and I believe that has gone through for a behind. And in fact, it has. So, another point, and North Carolina goes to 2-1-13. 13-0 the score, North Carolina the lead. The home team that used to play here at NC State, played all around. They played out in Gardner. They played in Carborough. And now out to the near side is the Eagles trying to emulate their Division I team, who just came off of a 41-point win over the Jackaroos, or a 43-point win over the Jackaroos. That one is steered back into the middle. Ball goes to ground, picked up nicely, and then he just threw that one on to the right, but only as far as a teammate. That one pops straight up into the air. Going through, and then it's picked off, and then back the other way. Just couldn't get to it. That was Pike. Pike couldn't get it. Ball goes to ground. North Carolina controls. Now he steams that one in. Straight off to the side. One-on-one contest. Boom, big hit. It squirts out 3, and then a couple of players pushing and shoving. And in the end, that will be a ball up. Or no, that will be a free kick. It comes to number 26. He sprays that one off to the right side, but it's marked. And that is the curly-haired Eric Hansen, who will be headed to Australia in August, in 6 weeks' time, to take part in the 2017 AFL International Cup as part of the USA Revolution. Hansen's kick is on the way. It's close, but it's a goal. Eric Hansen with a great kick from the pocket and a cute angle if ever I ever saw one. And the Tigers go on the 3-1-19. The Eagles yet to score. North Carolina 19, Baltimore, Washington nothing. That's on the Visit Raleigh scoreboard. As the ball heads back into the middle of the ground. North Carolina for many years was a team in the old EFL that was towards the bottom, but they always were full of heart and always fought. And in recent years, they have gone from a team that has been plucky to a team that has been getting results. They defeated the Baltimore Washington's A team, actually in Baltimore, Washington a couple of years ago, actually swept them. And they have continued to improve. Long kick forward, knocked down, over to get it. Straight off the football. Second effort at the footy, and that one is kicked through. I believe that's going to be kicking in danger. And Jeff Person has picked out something. In any event, that'll be a free kick, and the free kick will come about 45 meters in front. Actually, might be a little bit further than that, but in any event, here's the big number 17 for North Carolina. The big mitts with the big mitts. As the kick is on the way, it's tailing left, and it's tipped at the line. Ball goes to ground. Couldn't get to it. Handballs it back. Squares himself up. Kicks for goal. Knocked down in front, and a good save, and they'll be able to clear that one out to the near side. Marked by Greg Glasgow, who's moonlighting for the Eagles. Here is Glasgow. Throws that one on to the right. Has a connection up the near side. If all they could work down if they could just work it down the corridor, they'd be great. Nice mark, jumping and taking the catch with the mitts. Goes out into the middle of the ground. Pick that one up, squirts away. Ben Oriole is in there. Now gets free, able to get it off as he was able to do it on the merry-go-round. Squares himself up from 25 meters out, but it tails off to the left. It bounces through. Looked like it was going to stay in play for a hot second, but in the end it goes through for a behind. On the Visit Raleigh scoreboard, it's 3-2-20 to the North Carolina Tigers. That's your North Carolina Tigers, Raleigh. No score to the Baltimore Washington Eagles here on USAFL.com. Brian Barish with you. Dorian James bringing you the pictures here in the Eastern Regional Tournament here in Raleigh, North Carolina. And again, our thanks to the good folks at Visit Raleigh and the Greater Raleigh Sports Alliance. Free kick from Hansen on the way. Looks good. Is good. North Carolina has the game by the scruff of its neck. 4-2-26 to no score. 26-0. Last year, Baltimore, Washington had sent one team up to the Eastern Regional in New York, and they ended up defeating North Carolina and ended up deciding the national or the regional championship in Division 2. And now here we are in 2017, and North Carolina looking the goods. They had a pretty emphatic win over Philadelphia in the first game, in their first game just a couple hours ago. And now here they are as Baltimore, Washington marooned in their own end. That one is sent goalward. It sprays off to the side. Stays in play. That's C.J. Adams who gets to it. Couldn't get up the near side in time. And that one squirts away. That one is handballed into the middle by North Carolina. The ball will tail itself for a second, and now it's centered into the middle of the ground. That's marked in front. Oh, home, another mark. And it's number 33, the diminutive man, who will go back. He'll take a step. He'll kick that one on the way. And that's all he needed for another goal. The lead expands North Carolina, 5 goals, 2 behinds, that's 32 points. No score for the Baltimore Washington Eagles as we roll on in the first half of this one. The final game of Division 2. We still have one more round in Division 1. The Baltimore Washington Eagles at 2-0. New York at 1-1 with Columbus, who are 1-1, and Boston, who are 0-2. It will come down to Baltimore Washington needing to defeat, or Columbus is 1-1, Boston is 0-2. So yeah, it will come down to Baltimore Washington needing to beat their rivals from Boston in order to take out the Division 1 title. Meanwhile, we're still here in Division 2. In the middle of the ground, here come the Eagles as they will send that one down the middle. It's marked nicely over the top. By big Dennis Kurtz. He'll play out to the right side for Hansen. Goes up and plucks it. Hansen looks around, goes deep, up high, nice mark. Falling backwards and hanging on to the pill, that's the most important part. See big Al Niemeyer looking in the goal square. The kick is on the way. It's high, if nothing else. It's drifting left. It's batted through. Adams is there in the last line of defense to try and play stage toward Johnny. Was it kept in? Yes, it was. There's a kick for goal. But what happened? I don't know. Looking for a signal, looking for something down there. It looks like it's gone across the face. Well, goal umpire Christina Licata did not make a move. And I can only see so far. It looks like it's going to be a boundary throw-in out of all of that. Again, with the score on the Visit Raleigh scoreboard, 34-0. North Carolina the lead. Can the home team bring home the trophy here on home ground? So we'll do this throw-in again. Boundary throw-in on that far side. The ball comes spinning back in the play. Hits the ground without anyone making contact. North Carolina, Niemeyer picks it up and throws it onto the right. And that one has gone out on the full. But it's great to see good old Albert Niemeyer, who played for this team for many years and who has been out of the game for 3-4 seasons, come back and put on the yellow and black. You'll have to take my word for it because I can't scream it at this point in the day. And the ball is going out of bounds for another boundary throw-in. North Carolina will be okay with this because of the territorial position and because of the fact that it means that Baltimore Washington stays on their heels. Ball comes back into play. Swatted down nicely. Kicked around. Picked up. Ball down. Now kicks for goal. Off to the side, and that one has gone through for a minor score. So another score for North Carolina. 5-5-35 on the Visit Raleigh scoreboard. No score for the Eagles. Ball comes back into play now. Goes to ground. Well, he got thrown out of the way, and he kicks for goal again and again. I think the free kick has been paid first. So free kick will be given to the North Carolina Tigers. The ball comes spinning back. North Carolina won their only game of the season prior to coming here, defeating the Atlanta Kookaburras in Atlanta. And they look very good for 3 wins on the day. The kick is set sail for goal. It's off to the side. That's a behind. Another behind for North Carolina. 5-6-36. No score for the Eagles. It's just past the midway point of this first half. Out to the right side they go. Or it's actually more towards the back end of the first half. I forgot that I started the clock late. Meanwhile, ball goes to ground, picked up, thrown down, and then hugged. Kurtz is in there as well. He gets the ball, but then it's tipped off the top. Ball goes in again. Sprays it out, and here they come the other way. Handball up over the top. Boom, big hit. Thank you for coming. And then here that one is kicked long, and that is marked. So Baltimore Washington will come back the other way. They need to get something here. Need to have some fragment of hope. And they might get one, but boom! That one is taken down. Hansen was in there to provide a good shepherd. And the ball will spread out again. Baltimore Washington says, well, oh, he's thrown down. Kept with it though, and that one is sprayed out into the middle. Back it goes, going all the way back. One-on-one contest. Will he concede the behind? Yes, he will. He steps out the danger. He uses the ejection seat. But either way, that's the first point of the game for the Baltimore Washington Eagles. That's one. They have 35 more to go as the Tigers are 5-6-36. Goes out left. Nice mark stepping up. And he's told to play on, but it's turned over. Turned into the middle of the ground. Here come the Eagles. Getting away from Hansen just barely. Williams with a right foot kick, but it's off to the side. Tracy Williams looked very impressive there, but the kick not so much. The Eagles go to 2 points. Back to 34 points the margin. 5-6-36 for North Carolina. It's 36 plays 2. That's from the Visit Raleigh scoreboard. I'm Brian Barish here for USAFL.com. On the left side, they look for Hansen. Hansen's going to go forward, move ahead Devo style, and then he's going to put the ball to boot. Up the left side, they rise, and it's marked again. So they're starting to string together some North Carolina, as that one will go deep. Looks inside 50, it bobbles through. One-on-one contest. Did he keep that one in play? Yes, he did. He tried to shovel pass that one on, and the ball has gone out of bounds for another boundary throw-in. North Carolina looking pretty good here. They have the ball again, advantageous. Ball comes back into play, drops in front. They go for the footy. They sit down and drop, and that looks like a ball up. Up in the air again. North Carolina again controlling possession. They throw that one in towards the sticks. And it is marked in front. Great mark. And he's going to go back and hopefully kick goal number 6. Six on the way. Dead center perfect. 6th goal of the game for the Tigers. 6-6-42. It's a 40-point lead. Baltimore Washington 2 behind. Ball comes back in the middle of the ground. Again, our thanks to those of you watching on YouTube and our friends here at Miller Fields here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Over the North Carolina Tigers, who have been in this league since 1998. They were one of the very first. They were originally the North Carolina Crash, if you can believe it, and then Richmond reached out to them and said, hey, we want you as part of the family, and they've been the Tigers ever since. Ball comes forward as the Tigers go forward as well. The Eagles trying to rush it forward as Williams burrows himself into the play, gets off a grubber of a kick. It comes in short. North Carolina has it. Trying to go into the middle. He's got room to pick up the football and still managed not to. Issa goes in short, and that one is batted away by the North Carolina defense. Issa on the second effort. Can he force a mistake? Yes, he can. But can they capitalize on it? Not really, as North Carolina stays on the footy. He's held up, handballed around. And then there's a left-footed kick going in deep down the middle of the corridor. It skips free, staying with the footy. And then else try to soccer that one on, dribbling that one through. And it's through, it looks like, again, for another minor score. Another behind, another point. 6-7-43. North Carolina. Baltimore, Washington, 2 points. It's a 41-point difference, 43 plays 2. As we near the end of the first half. Here in this final game of Division II, North Carolina looking to claim the Division II title here at their home regionals, the Eastern Regionals. Remember, we have one more of these regionals left. In 2 weeks, we'll be in Westminster, Colorado, just outside of Denver, for the Western Regional Tournament. Ball goes to ground, handballs it up. Williams has it, breaks away from a tackle, skitters the ball on the ground, and then it's picked up back the other way. Throws that one onto the left. Knocked down by the Eagles and then stayed in, and the ball will go out of bounds. Nat. Claire. Claire. Thank you. Free kick for the Eagles up the far side. Marked. They are not getting anything forward of the North Carolina Tigers, or the Baltimore Washington Eagles. The Tigers are just stepping up and picking off everything known to man. That one goes out of bounds on the left side. We got to be close to the end of this first half, in which it's been all Tigers. They lead 43-2. Ball comes back, high in the air, marked. He's going to go back here. 6 goals, 7 behinds for the Tigers. And that is halftime. And, well, he concedes the kick. And Tracy Williams went in there for a friendly tackle on Jeff Person. But that's halftime at the football. It's all North Carolina, 6-7-43. 2 points for the Eagles. We'll be back for the second half of this one. You're watching the 2017 USAFL Eastern Regional Tournament from Raleigh, North Carolina, here on USAFL.com.